afternoon. We have a beautiful do you hear me?
Opo.
Okay, so thank you. So before we start our lesson for today, let's first have a short review about our discussion last time. So based on our previous discussion, what was our topic all about? If you still remember. Do you still remember our topic?
Hindi po.
Nakalimutan mo na siya. So, our topic last time is all about measures of central tendency, wherein it has three types, such as the mean, o ano yung dalawa?
Mean, median, mode.
Yes, exactly. Yung mean, ano nga ulit yung mean? Natatandaan mo pa ba?
Hindi po.
So, yung mean natin is also called as the average, wherein we need to get the sum of all the values divided by the number of values. So, for example, if we have 1, 2, 3, so we need to add the three numbers. So, 1 plus 2 is 3, right? Plus 3 equal to 6. Then 6 divided by 3, kasi nga may tatlo tayong numbers, which is the 1, 2, and 3. So, our mean on that data set is 2. Kasi 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. Okay? Remember mo na ba siya? Diba? If we have 2, 3, and 5, and 2, another 2. If we have these numbers, what is the mode? What is the mode on this data set? Do you still remember the mode?
Hindi po.
Diba yung mode, yun yung frequently na nauulit sa dataset natin. O ano yung mode dito? Ano yung this? If we have 2, 3, 5, and 2, ano yung mode natin?
2.
Very good. Paano naman kung meron pa tayo 1 dito sa harap? If we have 1, 2, 3, 5, and 2, paano natin mahanap yung median? How can we determine the median? Ano yung step? Mauna natin gagawin. Diba kailangan muna natin siyang i-rearrange into ascending order. O, anong magiging median natin dito?
3.
Very good. Kasi once na in-arrange natin, we have 1, 2, another. Are you sure it's 3? Diba i-arrange muna natin? If we have 1, 2, 3, 5, and 2, we have, kapag in-arrange na natin, magkakaroon tayo ng 1, 2, 2, 3, and 5. So, ano na yung magiging median natin? Base dito.
2.
Very good. Before natin ma-determine yung median, kailangan muna natin i-rearrange yung number into descending order. Okay? Alright, so before we start our lesson, magpo-proceed na tayo sa modeling algebraic expressions. So, do you have any idea about algebraic expression, Ethan?
Wala po.
Yeah?
Wala po akong idea.
Wala kang idea. So, dahil dyan, mag-dive in na tayo sa ating lesson. So, for our learning objectives, we need to define algebraic expression and its underlying concepts. Next is to solve addition and subtraction of polynomials. And lastly, we need to solve also multiplication and division of polynomials. Okay, so itong lesson 2.1, it is all about just parang unlocking vocabulary wherein yung mga definitions lang ng mga terms yung pag-aaralan natin. Okay? So, let us first define what is algebraic expression. Can you please read?
Algebraic expression. An expression consisting of variables and constants along with algebraic expressions. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division.
Okay, so thank you. So sabi din, it is an expression. That consists variables. So we have an example here. The example of this is, we can say that 3x minus 2. So this is an example of algebraic expression because it consists a variable and constant along it. So we have the variable x and the constant 2. Okay? Did you follow?
Okay.
Okay, so since I already given you an example, can you give me another example of algebraic expression? Sabi dyan sa algebraic expression, dapat daw meron siyang variable tsaka constant. Can you try to give me an example of that? Ethan.
2x.
Yeah.
2x.
2x and
4.
ano din?
4.
4 plus 4. Ganyan. Okay, tama. Example ito ng algebraic expression kasi we have a variable which is the x and the constant which is 4. Okay? So next is algebraic term. So sabi dyan, either a single number or a letter or the product of several numbers or letters. Terms are separated by the operations addition and subtraction. So, gaya ng example natin kanina na 3x minus 2. Diba? Yung 3x, considered siya as one term. Kasi it is obtained by the product of several numbers or letters. So yung letters is also known as the variable. So, ito, 3x and 2 are considered algebraic terms. Okay? Naiintindihan, Ethan?
Opo.
Okay. So, next is the variable. Any letter or symbol that represents a number. So, ito nga. Yung mga nakikita nating letters sa ating algebraic expression or term, yun yung mga tinatawag nating variables. So, yung variable ay pwede siyang kahit anong letter. Pwede A, B, C, ganun. Any letter pwede i-represent ang number. So, for example, we have 4B. Ano yung variable natin dito sa 4B? Sabi dyan, any letter or symbol that represents a number. Ano yung variable natin dito?
For D.
Okay, very good. So next is the constant. A number that has a fixed value that does not change. Constant is yung number. Ito. If we have 3x minus 2, yung 2 natin dito ay constant, which is hindi siya magbabago. It is a number that has a fixed value. So kahit may mabago dito sa una nating term, yung constant natin ay mag-remains the same. Okay? Okay, so ano nga ulit yung variable? Ethan, ano yung variable ulit?
Any letter or symbol.
Okay, very good. How about the constant?
A number that has fixed value that does not change.
Okay, very good. So next, okay, so this is an algebraic expressions. So yung 5x and yung 3 is the terms or the algebraic terms. Yung 5 na kasama ni x, it is called as the coefficient or the numerical coefficient of our variable. Okay, so ang tawag dun sa kasama ni x or ng ating variable is the coefficient. Okay, so if we have 7c, what is our coefficient?
7.
Okay, very good. So how about if we have 7c plus 6? What is our constant?
6.
Okay, very good. So next is the similar terms. Similar terms are terms that have the same variable raised to the same power. So, ibig sabihin, similar terms are those have the same variable and also exponents. So, if we have 7c, its similar term should also have a variable c, and dapat naka-raise lang siya sa 1. Okay, if we have 7c minus 2, and we also have 5c plus 1. So, ganito. The similar terms are the 7c and the 5c kasi parehas sila ng variable and parehas sila ng power or yung naka-raise sa kanila, which is 1. Diba? Naiintindihan mo yung similar terms, Ethan?
Opo.
Okay, so next is we have the monomial. Monomial and algebraic expressions having one term. So from the word mono, diba? Mono means one. So it's just 7x. Ganyan lang siya. Ganito lang yung monomial. Isang term lang siya. Okay? Can you give an example of monomial? Then, can you give me an example of monomial term? Hello, Ethan.
Seven x squared.
Okay, very good. 7x squared is an example of monomial. Kasi single term lang siya. Basta isang term, yun ay isang monomial. Okay? Okay, so next is the binomial. Binomial is an algebraic expressions having two terms. So, two terms is parang yung example natin kanina na 3x minus 2. It is considered as two terms kasi they are separated by subtraction. Okay? Okay, so next is the polynomial. So ito, a mathematical expression consisting of variables like x and y and coefficient, which are combined using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the negative integer exponent. Okay, so polynomial is makakita na tayo dito ng exponents no first term natin. Pwedeng 5x squared plus 2x minus 7. It is considered as polynomial because it consists of three terms. Okay? Diba? From monomial na one term, binomial na dalawa yung term. And next is the pagtatlo, trinomial. But trinomials are considered as polynomial na rin kasi yung polynomial natin, it consists of 3 or more terms. Okay? So next is, so let's proceed on the adding and subtracting polynomials. Okay, so before we start our lesson 2.2, that has a short review about the lesson 2.1. So what is algebraic expression again? And what is algebraic expression? It is algebraic expression. Tingnan natin. Sabi, it consists of variables and constant, along with algebraic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Okay? So how about the algebraic term? You still remember?
Hindi po.
Algebraic terms are part of the algebraic expressions, di ba? Which is, if we have 3x plus 2, we have 2 terms. So, ito is 1 term and another 1 term. Okay? So, yun yung term. How about the variable? What is a variable? Variable is?
Any letter or symbol.
Okay, very good. It is any letter or symbol. So how about the constant? What is constant? What is constant? Constant is?
A fixed value does not change.
Okay, very good. So how about the monomial? What is monomial? Monomial is, or it has a what? It has a what is monomial? What is monomial?
Algebraic expressions with 1 term.
Okay. It has only single term or it has only 1 term. How about binomial? Binomial has from the word bi.
Algebraic expression with 2 terms.
Okay, thank you. So since we already know the definition of the terms, we will now proceed on adding and subtracting polynomials. Okay, so tapos na natin polynomials. Okay, ito. The addition of polynomial is fundamental operations in algebra that allows you to combine similar terms and simplify expressions. When adding polynomials, the key is to identify and combine similar terms. These are terms that have the same variable raised to the same power respectively. So we can just add polynomials if and only if they have the similar terms which has the same variable and has the same exponents. Okay? So hindi natin pwedeng ipag-add ang two terms kung magkaiba sila ng variables. Okay? So they should have the same variables and also the same exponents. So we have here the steps in addition of polynomials. First, we need to identify similar terms. We need to look for terms with matching variables and exponents. So, First, hanapin natin yung mga similar terms, which is yung mga magkakaparehas ng variable and also magkaparehas ng exponents. And next is we need to group and combine. We need to add the coefficient of the like terms while keeping the variable part exactly the same. So in adding polynomials, we just need to add their coefficient and just copy their variable. Hindi natin babaguhin si variable and mag-focus lang tayo kay coefficient. Okay? So if we have 7c and 3c, what is their sum? If we have 7c and 3c, ano yung magiging sum nila? Since they have the same variable and same exponent, ano yung gagawin natin? Ano lang yung pag-aadin natin kapag parehas sila ng exponent and variable? If they're on here. If we have 7c plus 3c, what is their sum?
10c.
10c, very good. Kasi yun lang coefficient nila yung ipag-add natin. So we have here an example. So in adding monomials, ganito siya. Ito na example natin ng monomials. Pag-add lang natin yung coefficient nila and copy the variable. Okay? Same goes through sa binomial. 2 terms lang yung ipag-add natin. So, ganito siya. Alam mo ba na yung kapag walang kasamang coefficient, si variable natin is automatically 1 siya? O, diba? If we have e plus 2e, ano yung magiging sagot? E plus 2e is equal to ano yung magiging sagot natin? O, diba? If we have e plus 2e, nakikita mo ba siya? Nakikita niyo siya? Nakikita niyo nakasulat, Ethan?
Opo.
Okay, so if we have e plus 2e, ano yung magiging sagot? Okay, always remember that if we have a variable na ganito, palaging may 1 sa harap niya. Okay? So, E is just equal to 1E. Pero hindi na sinusulat yung 1 kasi pangit daw tingnan. So, E plus 2E is equal to ano magiging sum nila? Saan natin magiging sum ng E at 2E?
3E.
3E. Very good. Okay, so next example. Okay, so in the expression 3x squared plus 2x plus 6 and 4x squared plus 9x plus 8. So what is their sum daw? So diba, sabi doon sa first step natin kanina, we need to combine like terms. So ano yung mga like terms natin? What are our like terms? Okay, can you do many like terms?
Ano yung like terms dyan? Sabi, di ba kanina, like terms or similar terms, dapat
Na variables and parehas sila ng exponents. So ano dyan yung magkaparehas? Alin dyan? Ito, alin dyan yung magkaparehas na terms? Alin dyan yung parehas ng variable and at the same time parehas sila ng exponents? Ito. So there.
3x squared.
Okay, 3x squared and
4x squared.
4x squared. Very good. They are like terms because their variables are the same, which is x, and also their exponents, which is 2. Okay, ano pa yung mga like terms natin? Ano pa yung mga like terms?
2x.
2x and
9x.
9x. Very good. And lastly, ano pa yung like terms?
6.
6 and
8.
8. Okay, very good. They are like terms because they are both constant. Okay, so we need to proceed by adding them. Okay, so if we add 3x squared to 4x squared, what would be the answer? X squared and we add 4x squared. Ano yung magiging sum nila? Ano yung magiging sum nila? Kaya sabi kapag kaparehas daw ng variable and exponents, ang pag-add lang natin is yung coefficient nila. Diba? So, 3x squared plus 4x squared is equal to
7x squared.
okay, very good. It is 7x squared. So how about 2x and 9x? If we add 2x to 9x, what are they sum? Or what is the sum of 2x and 9x?
11x.
Okay, very good. It is 11x. And how about 6 and 8? 6 plus 8 is
14.
14. Very good. So, plus step is we need to rewrite the answer. So, in rewriting the answer, it should be in standard form. Wherein, una natin isusulat yung merong may pinakamataas na exponent. Alin dyan yung unahin natin isulat? Based sa mga sum nila. Ano yung una natin isusulat? Yung may pinakamataas na exponent.
7x squared.
Okay, very good. 7x squared. And next,
11x.
11x or copy the sign plus 11x and
14.
plus 14. Okay. So this is the final answer. Okay. Tama. 7x squared plus 11x plus 14. So that is the final answer as we simplify our expression.
Ay, naku, Becky.
And another way naman ng pagsasolve is ganito. Pwede natin pagtapatin lang yung mga magkaparehas yung terms para hindi na natin siya ganito mag-isa-isa. Okay? Ito. Diba? Pinagtapat nyo lang yung 3x squared sa 4x squared. And same goes to sa ibang mga terms. Ganyan. And they simply add it. Then copy the sign. Then they get the final answer. Okay? Kung tingin mo, ano yung mas madaling gawin? Yung ililist ka natin yung mga like terms or yung pagtatapat-tapatin na lang natin? What do you think? What do you think? Yung mas madaling gawin?
Yung like terms.
Yung
Like terms.
atong ililist natin, ganito. O yung ganito. So, either of the two naman, pwede mong gamitin para ma-solve yung expression. Okay? Okay, so next is try this. Okay, so we will try to solve this. I'm giving you 3 minutes. Kaya ba 3 minutes lang itang? Isa-solve mo siya parang ganito sa ginawa natin. Ito, parang ganito. Kaya?
Apa?
Okay. Okay, you can start working on your work. First, identify muna natin yung like terms. And next is simplify, then lastly, rewrite the final answer.
Opo.
Okay, so what is the answer? What is your final answer? Okay, can you dictate it?
6x squared
6x squared
plus 2x
plus 2x
plus 10.
plus 10. Okay, let's see. This is your final answer. Let's see. So we have x squared and 5x squared as the first like terms. Next is x and x are like terms. And lastly, the constants are like terms. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so the final answer is 6x squared plus 2x plus 10. Okay, very good. You solve it completely. Okay, so next na tayo. Next is about subtraction of polynomials. So sabi dyan, flip the sign of every term in the polynomial being subtracted. Then, remove the parentheses and combine the like terms. Or these are the terms with the same variables and exponents. Okay, so parang sa may addition lang din. Pero dito, we need to distribute the negative sign. Okay, ito, keep, change, and flip. So if we add positive, if we subtract positive into positive, we need to change the second. Okay? You can see it here that ito, positive minus positive. So applying the keep, change, and flip, it changes into, we need to keep this one, positive, change the, what do you call this? The operation. And flip the sign of our second term. Okay? So, same goes through sa iba. If positive minus positive, it will change into positive plus positive. Keep the sign of the first term, change subtraction to addition, and lastly, flip the sign of the second term. So, let's try. Ito, tingnan mo. Diba, we have two parentheses. 3x squared minus 8x plus 7 minus the quantity of 2x squared minus 6x plus 12. So, let's try. Sulat natin para makita mo kung paano naging ganon yung pangalawang expression. If we have 3x squared minus 8x plus 7 and we need to subtract it by the 2x squared tapos minus 6x plus 12. If we have this, diba sabi dun sa kanina, ikikip natin itong first. Kaya, ang ginawa dito sa ating PowerPoint is, kinopya lang siya. The next is to change from subtraction naging addition. Okay, nakikita mo kung ano yung pinagbago niya? Or naiintindihan mo kung paano naging ganon? Ito, kinopya lang siya kasi we need to keep the first expression. And next is to change. We need to change the subtraction into addition. Okay? The next step is to flip. From positive 2x squared, naging negative 2x squared. From negative 6x, naging positive 6. And from positive 12, naging negative 12. Are you familiar with distributive property?
Di pa po.
Okay, so distributive property is we need to distribute this sa nasa loob ng parenthesis dito. Yung negative, i-multiply natin kay 2x squared. Kaya ang nangyari is naging negative siya dito sa PowerPoint natin. And when we multiply negative into negative 6x, kaya siya naging positive 6x dito. And when we multiply this negative sign into 12, negative 12 yung naging sagot. So, after we apply the keep, change, and flip, we need to simplify it further. Okay, so, di ba, from subtraction, naging addition lang din yung sign natin, pero naiba yung mga sign ng second expression. Okay, so, inayos lang siya into this form, which is 3x squared minus 8x plus 7 plus negative 2x squared plus 6x minus 12. So, in simplifying this, positive 7 plus negative 12. Oh, 7 plus negative 12. Anong gagawin natin? We will add this positive 7 to negative 12 so that yung naging sagot dito is negative 5 kasi nga 12. Ito muna, pag-anuhan muna natin, pag-minusin natin si 12 and 7. 12 minus 7 is
5.
5. Kaya 5 ito. And kapag pinag-add natin ang dalawang integers, kukopyahin natin yung sign ng mas malaki. Okay? Yung mas malaki. Alin ba yung mas malaki? Yung 12 or yung 7?
Yung 12.
Yung 12 yung mas malaki, kaya naging negative yung 5 natin dito. Kasi kukopyahin natin yung mas mataas yung value. Okay, so next is negative 8x plus 6x. O, pag-anuin muna natin, yung ipag-minus muna natin yung values, ay yung coefficient nila. 8 minus 6
2.
is 2. Yeah, very good. 2. And copy the variable and the sign of the larger number. Ano yung mas mataas na number? Si 8. Kaya negative 2x yung naging sagot dito. And same goes through dito. Pinag-add lang si 3 sa negative 2. Kaya ang naging sagot lang ay x squared. Kasi yung x squared, lagi siyang may kasamang 1 sa harap. or laging 1 yung coefficient ng mga variables natin. Okay? Naiintindihan mo yung keep, change, and flip?
Ano po?
Okay, so next. So, example is in subtracting monomials. Ganito siya. 3x minus 4x. So, kailangan natin ipag-subtract si coefficient nila. So, ang maging sagot is negative x or negative 1x. Any of the two, pwede naman siyang isulat. Okay? So, next. Ito. Ito, pwede natin i-apply natin dito si keep, change, and flip. So, we need to keep 3x. Okay, so we will keep 3x. It is the first term kasi. So, 3x, ikikip natin siya. Then, change. Ano yung i-change natin? I-change natin yung
Operation.
operation. Very good. From subtraction, magiging
Addition.
addition. And flip. If i-flip natin si negative 4, anong mangyayari sa kanya? Magiging pag-flip natin ang negative, magiging positive na siya. So, pag flip natin si negative 4x, ano nang mangyayari? We will have pag-flip natin si negative 4x, ano nang magiging sagot? Magiging positive 4x na siya. So, ito na yung magiging bago nating expression. Kinip natin si first term, which is 3x. Flip natin yung operation from subtraction, naging addition na. Then, flip natin yung next term na negative 4x, kaya naging positive 4x na siya. So that we can perform the operation. So, 3x plus 4x is equal to
7x.
okay, very good. 7x. So, same goes through sa binomials. Ganito lang din yung gagawin natin. I-apply lang din natin si keep, change, and flip. I-keep natin yung nasa loob ng first parenthesis. Then, i-change yung sign, ay yung operation, magiging addition na siya. And if i-flip yung nasa next na parenthesis. Okay, if we have b squared, so we need to keep b squared plus b. Okay. So next is to change the operation from subtraction magiging addition. And we need to flip the terms inside the parenthesis. If we have positive 4b squared, magiging negative 4b squared na siya. And next is positive 5b. And we will going to flip it so that it will become negative 5b. And we can now perform the operation. So, isulat lang natin sila ng magkatapat. 5 or b squared plus b plus negative 4b squared minus 5b. Okay, so b plus negative 5b. O, di ba may 1 na kasama si b? Dito sa, taas. O. 1 minus 5. Or 5 minus 1.
4.
4. Alin yung mas mataas na sign? Ay mas mataas yung value, si 5 ba or si 1?
5.
Si 5. Mas mataas yung value ni 5. Kaya ang magiging sign ng ating 4b ay yung sign ni 5. Ano yung sign ni 5? Negative. And next is 4 minus 1. It is
3.
3b squared. Mas mataas yung value ni 4, kaya ang magiging sign ng ating 3b squared ay negative. Okay? So, ito yung final answer ng expressions na ito. Negative 3b squared minus 4b is yun yung sagot natin sa in subtracting the expressions. Okay? So, next is in the polynomials. Okay? So, can you try this one? Apply the keep, change, and flip. If we have 4x squared plus 6x plus 3 minus the quantity of 2x squared plus 4x plus 1. Can you try to solve that? The first thing to do, we need to keep. Kikip natin yung nasa first expression, which is yung nasa una nating parenthesis. Keep, change, and flip. Are you working on it? Nagsusolve ka ba, Ethan? Okay, if we have 4x squared plus 6x plus 3 minus the quantity of 2x squared plus 4x plus 1. So, we'll keep the first expression. So, ikikip lang natin si 4x squared plus 6x plus 3. Tama? Are you working on it? Hello, Ethan?
Opo.
Sinusolve mo rin siya?
Opo.
Okay. Okay, so let's check later on if tama yung sinusolve mo. Okay, just tell me whenever you're done.
Two x squared plus 2x plus 2.
Okay, very good. So, the answer is 2x squared plus 2x plus 2. Okay, very good. You already get our topic. And we'll be moving forward into multiplying and dividing polynomials. I'll be sending another link kasi patapos na yung oras natin dito sa link na to, okay?
Opo.
Okay.